Hi, hello, it's Ama Opari here, and I'm here to talk to you today about 10 things that I've learned in 10 years of being a vegan. I'm Ama Opari from Food for the Soul, the online home for black vegans, and I'm here in my Tanzanian garden and in the foothills of Mount Meru outside of Arusha. You may hear sounds of the village around me. So as I was saying, I'm Opari, Food for the Soul, the online home for black vegans, where I am focused on helping you create a vegan lifestyle that is flavorful and satisfying and fits your real world life. So I'm going to go to see if I can share this on my page. And then I will get started. So welcome here, and I'm glad you could have joined me too, Michelle. Thank you for coming, and go ahead and share it out to your friends and let them know that we are here, and if they would be interested in learning more about vegan the lifestyle. I'm just typing this to send this out to share it on mine. And then we will get started. Okay, so 10 things that I've learned in 10 years of being vegan. And I decided to talk about this today because 10 years ago yesterday, I began my journey to the vegan lifestyle when Nana Kweku and I reconnected after 27 years. We had known each other in high school and college, and after 27 years we reconnected, and he opened the door to the vegan lifestyle to me, and it's been a life-changing journey in so many ways. And so I thought I would share some of the things that I've learned about that I learned about being vegan. And the first thing that I learned was that a vegan diet and lifestyle really can bring even more variety to your diet. When I think about all the amazing things that I eat now, that I cook now, that I never considered eating before, I think it made me a better cook. And I learned about flavors in a way that I hadn't done before. When you think about, even if you just look at beans, I mean, there are so many variety of beans, black beans and kidney beans and navy beans and lima beans and black-eyed peas and many more. And there's all the lentils, green lentils and brown lentils and black lentils, red lentils. And then there's all the different ways that you can make them. You can make them Cajun style, or southwestern, or southern, down home southern, or Indian style. Or you could eat beans every day for a month and not have to eat the same thing twice. And then there's pastas and greens and fruits and veggies and nuts and so many wonderful things. That the variety of foods that I eat now is just, it's wonderful. I love it. So that's number one. More variety in my food now than I did before. Second thing is that really vegans are everywhere. I really didn't know much about veganism before. I was familiar with vegetarianism, but veganism was something new. And once I became vegan, I began to see around me more and more people who are vegan. And actually I learned that black folks are more likely to be vegans than other folks. So even here in Tanzania, we are meeting vegans. We discovered vegan restaurants, and so there are vegans everywhere. Third thing I learned was that you can eat vegan almost anywhere if you do a little bit of planning. If you think strategically, you can eat out at restaurants, eat at family gatherings as a vegan, have a good meal without feeling deprived if you learn how to to manage those situations. At restaurants, many times you can get them to create something for you if there isn't something already on the menu. I remember when I lived in Ann Arbor, one time I went to Applebee's, and on their menu they had this chicken portobello sandwich. And if I just had them take out the chicken, it was a pretty good sandwich. So with a little creativity, you can eat vegan almost anywhere. So that's number 3. Number 4 is that your emotions are very important to understand, because your emotions can sabotage your efforts. They can send you off track. Many times, people talk about having cravings and or when you are feeling depressed or sad or angry, what do you reach for food? Or if you are anxious about something. So understanding your emotions is a very, very important thing, and that's why we always recommend doing a food journal, which will help you understand those emotions and learn how to make adjustments for them. So that's number 4. Your emotions are important to understand. So number 5 is that being a vegangelist isn't cool. Nobody wants to hear you preaching all the time about how you need to be a vegan, and or being at the dinner table and you talking about that you shouldn't eat that, that's bad for you. So don't be a vegangelist. I like to call it a vegangelist, as the vegan evangelist. Nobody likes that, so don't bother with that. Just do you, and if people are interested, they'll come up to you and let you know that they have questions. But don't answer those questions at the table. Oftentimes those questions at the table aren't really people that are interested. They're just being, antagonistic. I remember one holiday dinner with my family, and I ended up in tears because I was actually even eating 100% raw at the time, and somebody held up this cooked green bean. It's like, well, what's wrong with this bean anyway? And it was after a number of other comments went on at that meal, and it just was like the straw that broke the camel's back, and I ended up in tears. So don't talk about it at meals times, and just do you, and people will come to you if they're interested. So that's number 5. Vegangelism isn't cool. Number 6 is losing weight doesn't have to be hard. I know before I struggled to keep my weight under control. Actually, not even under control. My weight was going up and up and up as I was getting older. And once I went to the vegan lifestyle, the weight almost, it seemed like in days. I mean, within a week or two, I was looking a lot thinner, and the weight just seemed to fall off. So if you are eating a healthy vegan lifestyle, you can lose weight easily, especially if you remove oils, which we are doing now. We are eating oil-free as much as possible, which is actually not a difficult thing to do. Things still taste delicious. So anyway, a weight control, if you're trying to lose weight, the vegan diet is a fabulous way to go. So number 7 is you don't have to eat fake meat or tofu if you don't like it. I mean, it's often a good thing for people, especially when they're transitioning to the vegan lifestyle, because it can replace the meat. If you feel like you have to have that meat or something else instead on the plate, then the tofu or the tempeh or the chicken or the Beyond Meat, whatever products can really help. However, you don't need it. We very rarely eat any of those things, particularly now that we are here. I don't like the way the tofu tastes here, and so we haven't had any of that. We've been here for a little over a year, and I had tofu only once or twice at a restaurant, and once we bought some just to see, and I didn't like it. So you don't really need it. You'll begin to see how you can, just exclude it. Just add extra vegetables or something. So meat and tofu, the tofu and the fake meats are not necessarily necessary. Number 8, you never, ever have to worry about protein. And this is the main question people ask all the time. Where do you get your protein? Where do you get your protein? Everywhere. You know, the protein is in everything we eat. So you never have to worry about how to get your protein or any other nutrients, really. It's all in there, in the fruits, in the veggies, and in the grains. If you're eating enough calories and you're eating whole foods, you're getting enough protein and the other things that you need. Number 9, I learned that I don't have to wear deodorant anymore. My body doesn't stink anymore. That eating clean, eating healthy, your body is naturally going to smell good. So I haven't worn deodorant in 10 years, and I don't stink, I promise you. Not a problem. Don't worry. Next time, yes, you can invite some friends next time. But thank you for being here. That's fine. This is one of the first times I've done Facebook Live here, so over time, hopefully more people will join us, and it will be here on the page after we're done, so you can share it afterwards. The 10th thing, the final thing, is that sickness doesn't have to be a part of getting older. Before I went vegan, I was really worried about diabetes and cancer and all types of things like that were a part of my family health history. And now I don't worry at all about those things. I feel better than I did 10 years ago. I just turned 60 this year, but I feel like I did when I was, 40 maybe. I feel really good. So a vegan lifestyle can really help you prevent, reverse. You don't have to be on that same path that so many other people are on, of declining health and increasing disability. Doesn't have to be a part of your life. So those are my 10 things that eating vegan brings more variety to your diet, that there are vegans everywhere, that you can eat vegan almost anywhere with a little planning, that your emotions are important to understand so you don't get sabotaged. Veganism isn't cool. Losing weight doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to eat tofu or fake meat. You never have to worry about getting enough protein or other nutrients. Your body won't smell. I learned I don't need to wear deodorant anymore. And I also learned that sickness doesn't have to be a part of getting older. So that's my 10 things. The one last thing is that I learned that there are 4 things that you really need to focus on in order to make the vegan lifestyle work, how to maintain it over the long haul. Excuse the boda motorcycle going by. Lots of bodas. Popular way to travel around here. So the 4 things that was what I call the 4 pillars of success is deep self-understanding, so those emotions don't sabotage you. Kitchen mastery, so that you can learn how to make all that variety of food and make it taste delicious and satisfying, so you love your food. Common sense nutrition information, so that you're not worried about the protein or the other nutrients, and you aren't worried about having to get this supplement or that supplement. You'll know that you're getting what you need. And the 4th thing is real world navigation skills, so that you can go out to dinner with your family or your friends. You can travel, be at work without struggling. As a vegan, you'll be able to stay committed to your healthy diet and lifestyle. So I call those the 4 pillars of success, and it's why I created Food for the Soul and our other programs, is to help you master those 4 pillars of success so you can love your vegan life, so you can thrive as a vegan. And if that sounds like something that you could use. Invite you to come on over to Food for the Soul, and it's foodforthesoul.opari.net, and you can see what we have there. If you are interested in I have an ebook, a free ebook called Unlocking the Secrets to a Flavor-Filled Vegan Life, and a flavor-filled vegan kitchen, that is. Anyway, it's a free download if you go to bit.ly/4 you can get my free ebook, and I will put that in the comments afterwards, and you can get your free ebook, and you'll also get regular updates from me on new recipes. I post new recipes usually a couple times a month. Also post other articles of tips and things you can use in order to make your vegan lifestyle work for you. And now I would like to open for questions, question and answers. If you have questions or comments, just type it into the box, and I will answer them. I do know that sometimes there's a delay, so it may take a few minutes between the time you click to post it and that I actually see it. I'd love to hear your questions, and I will be I'm planning to do Facebook Lives on a more regular basis. We'll be sharing recipes, sharing tips, doing some free on-the-spot coaching so that you can be successful. This is my favorite place to be right now, is here on my front porch in my garden. I just love the beautiful flowers, all the beautiful birds that fly around, and it's a very peaceful and wonderful place to be. So any questions coming at me? The download. Okay, it is, go to www.bit, so bit.ly/4 flavor. And I will put it in the comments after we're done. So bit.ly/4 flavor. Or if you just go to the website, it is on the top, along the top there, there's a bar that says get the free book, so you can get it there too. So, and that is foodforthesoul.opari.net. Great. Thank you, Angela, and welcome. Good to see you, or good to see your typing. Any other questions? If not, I will sign off for today, and look for me again next week. And I am very glad that you joined us. And please share this out afterwards so that others that were not able to make it can see what we were talking about. The 10 things that I learned about being vegan in the 10 years that I have been vegan. So the 10 things I've learned in 10 years of being vegan. And I thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you next time. Kwaheri, that's goodbye in Swahili. So kwaheri, or I should say kwaherini when you are speaking to more than one person. So bye.